Nighttime, yeah.
So you're not coming down during it. That'd be like getting somebody somewhere that would like get stuck.
It's pretty high up there because sometimes when we're up there, the clouds are like below me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, let me go get another stick. Be right back.
What do you smoke good lately, Crispin?
Uh, Let me think. I smoked one on Saturday. You know, I can't even remember.
Oh, you haven't smoked all week?
Yeah,
Oh,
been pretty much working, and then been busy in the afternoons. And like I said, we can't smoke outside our apartment anymore,
yeah.
so we have to make a plan to go somewhere. And so we go. We're supposed to meet up with some friends Saturday, and if not, we'll go. Oh, actually, Sunday we did smoke. We went to my friend RJ's birthday party over at the Smokers Abbey in Austin,
Nice.
and man, he had it all laid out there. You walk in, his party had one of those big old humidors. So it's a lounge, but he had his like a personal humidor that had like 4 or 5 drawers and a lid on there. I it felt like one of those big old. I think it was like a room 101 cigar humidor that holds like I don't know maybe a 500 cigars or something.
Mhm.
And so he had a bunch of cigars in there, and he's like, just get one. So Veronica had a tobacco nut, room 101 tobacco nut, and I
Oh,
had
nice.
there's Maddie. What did I have? Oh my goodness.
You like the tobacco nut? I haven't had one yet. I've been
So
curious about it.
it was good. I mean, I smoked one, and but Veronica hadn't had one, so she had gotten that one. Um, oh my God, why can't I remember what it
It's called age.
I'm just gonna say the same thing.
was?
It happens.
That's one good thing about me. They go, "What'd you smoke on Thursday?" Madre Tierra. What'd you smoke on Saturday? Madre Tierra.
I can at least say that about mine too. At least once a day, I'm going to smoke one of mine. Pretty much.
I heard good things about your Connecticut. I can't wait to try it.
I'm excited for you to try it.
Yeah, and I'm not a Connecticut fan, but they said I'm gonna like it, so we're
Good.
gonna find out in a couple days.
It's good.
I'm more about Wanda liking it than you though, because I know she
No.
appreciates a good Connecticut,
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, she
now
especially
does.
with the coffee.
so now I remember. It was an apostate cigar.
Mm.
The uh, initial initial ty- initiatory initiatory, but by apostate.
You know what sucks is the longer we get into the cigar business, the more time the names get harder because people run out of names, so they come up with all these crazy names.
Well, I just know that they're from the names are after like um the Mormon church, I think.
Hmm.
Okay.
I know they're made at Oveja Negra, but that's all I know about apostate.
Yeah.
You said John Yard didn't get to meet with Lido.
No, we were supposed to go with his son, and then Lido called the rep, which is Juana's friend, and said, "Hey, send me a picture of John because I don't remember who he is." So she sent a picture of me and him together, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, calls Juana and says, "Don't do the tour with my son. You guys are coming to Pro Cigar because I invited you, and I'll do a tour with you guys privately because I'll be there." And so we said, "Okay, we'll wait." So that's
Nice.
where that went. Yeah. So
I was gonna say he's seen the pictures like, no, gringo.
I know.
No gringos here, bro.
But the thing about it is, it's really not because of me or Juana. It's because of her brother
Mhm.
because he's one of our biggest accounts.
Yeah, that
So,
networking and all that.
yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So,
Make sure they what do you
and
call
that's
it?
why we got to go to Pro Cigar because manufacturers aren't allowed to go. So unless you get an invite from one of the 5 owners that are going to be there.
So that's just like a big bougie event in the DR.
Yes, yeah. They said a lot of Europeans, a lot of your like Saudi Arabians and stuff like that, Dubai and all over there and stuff and everything. All the Arab countries, they're going to be there, and that he said a lot of money.
Oh, the
And these
Pro
guys,
Cigar.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like it's the Dominican version of that one they do down in Nicaragua. It takes a lot of money to go there. They have they have a white party and all that stuff. And
yep, yeah. So we're going to it, and should be pretty interesting.
You're getting bougie, John.
Tom was like, "Am I going to get to go?" And I actually called Coco up and I asked her. I said, "Hey, can I get another ticket or 2 in case somebody wanted to go?" And she's like, "Nope, we were only allowed 2."
Mm-hmm.
So and we got them. So I was like, "That's good." I asked.
Sip Smoke was on Insta. I don't know if he's still on there. He might be coming over here. Mm-hmm.
The damn box. I was telling Randy earlier. They said the damn box. Well, it says on there it's valued at $450, but they said there's guys waiting outside after you come out of the event. They'll buy them for $700 cash right off of you.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's going to have, Davidoff and LFD, La Aurora, a Fuente, some Cohibas from General Cigars will be in there. So they say it's a pretty good selection. And it's a custom box for that show.
Yeah.
You get a chance to purchase it, huh? Or is it given?
No, it's given. It's part of yeah.
And it's Cuban?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I just know that she said it is very, very nice box. It's very impressive.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's expensive weekend, $2,500 a person.
So they invited you, but you still got to pay.
I'll talk to you offline.
It's okay. It's okay.
I can't say nothing.
It's okay, my friend. I understand.
Yeah.
I do. I get it.
Yeah.
You need to get there when you're at the party. When you walk into the entrance of it, turn your phone around and go, "Guess what is me? I am at the guess what I'm at."
Oh, Juana's going to be like going crazy.
Yeah.
She'll be videotaping everything. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
yeah, and it's a good chance for us to meet a lot of big people. Who knows what'll happen?
Yep.
Maybe I can get a couple more accounts over in the Dubai area, and
Mm-hmm.
because we're supposed to be doing that too. We get whenever they get that set up, we're going to do a rolling event in Dubai and Morocco.
How does customs work like that when you ship? It's the same way the U.S. It's just different pricing, I would imagine.
That's why we got that group out of Spain. They're doing all that.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're going to ship to. It's actually going to ship into Portugal, and Portugal they'll distribute throughout Europe and
Gotcha.
Asia and the Middle East.
Oh wow.
And they'll take care of all that. So
It's the same thing you do with your cigars. You just ship to them or something similar, or
we ship directly from Dominican to Spain,
Hmm.
and then they distribute from there. But it hasn't started yet. It's probably going to start around probably the 1st of March.
Gotcha.
They're still getting all the permits and licensing and all that stuff and everything. They called yesterday and they said it's close. It's almost done. So
Now, Crispin, you know Pete?
No.
You have or no? So he's in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
that's backwards, Pete.
Yeah.
Backwards Pete.
If you look at my name, it's spelled backwards.
So we call him backwards Pete.
What part of San Antonio?
South side.
South side. Okay.
Uh, yeah, it's
Dang, I guess I never really realized San Antonio was big enough to say I'm on the north side. Like Houston, where you're from the north side or yeah.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. My daughter lives in Katy.
Okay.
We go up there now and then and visit her. Yeah, San Antonio is, man, it's busting out of the seam up here, man. It's growing. Right now, the damn road construction is a pain in the ass.
Too much, huh?
Oh yeah, oh man, I kind of hate going towards where my wife works at, and yeah, traffic gets bad.
Yeah. We were there a couple of weeks ago. We were looking at houses over there on the north side. Near
That we
Helotes.
are looking to move, or
Well, there was just a couple houses close there, but
got you.
still Bernie, Fair Oaks, Kerrville.
Okay, that's pretty nice out there, man.
I'm from Comfort.
Okay.
Comfort.
Let's see. Comfort. By any
That's a
chance
good
you heard
name
of
for a city.
you heard of Apache Rifle
The what?
Company? Apache Rifle Company.
Oh yeah, it's really right across the street from my sister's house.
Okay.
We went there
Yeah.
on their grand opening.
Okay. A buddy of mine works there.
Okay.
What's up, Katie?
But I got a real good friend of mine. He's into the real estate, and shoot, he found some property for his in-laws out in Blanco.
Mhm.
I can't remember how many acres he got him, but damn, it's beautiful up there. It's sitting they sit on top of a hill. Man, their view is just awesome.
I'll be right back.
I'll be glad to get home tomorrow, though.
I bet you will. Pete, what are you smoking? It looked like a Madre Tierra for a minute there.
The banker,
Oh,
H.
okay.
Upman.
H. Upman, that's a good cigar.
Yeah.
I used to like that one a lot. I just haven't had one in a long time. That's the one that funny. So that's the one that Glenn freaked out about, right? That same one?
AJ Fernandez H. Upman.
Yes.
Yes.
And he smoked that cigar at work or when he got home and he started feeling bad. No, he smoked it at work and he started feeling bad. He rode home on his motorcycle and got home and he just felt really weird. And
Damn.
it took a while and so he said, I ain't smoking any of them cigars anymore.
Started hallucinating and all.
Damn.
So within a few days, he figured out why, because where he works, he manages a little resort, and he was sprinkling some kind of not fertilizer, but something on the edge of the pond to kill the little algae stuff right there.
Okay.
And he had it on his hands, and he smoked a cigar.
Oh shit!
That's how he
Damn.
figured out. He was like, "Whoa!" So yeah, but he never wanted to smoke it again. So he gave them all away, whatever he had.
Dang. Yeah.
I saw him over on Leaf and Ash with those guys tonight. I was glad to see him on.
Yeah. I was surprised too. I was like, oh, Glenn, hey.
I ain't been on one that I know of in close to a year. It's coming up on a year.
Get some water.
Yeah. I wish I could just smoke at work, but I can't. Damn fire hazard.
What do you do?
I work for City of San Antonio Park and Rec.
Okay.
I'm at a natural area park, and right now everything is drier than shit.
Yeah.
and don't really see people smoking. They're mostly vaping.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my boss, I said, man, I said, shit, I just want to go around the back, my lunch hour and smoke. I'm like, I've been thinking about it, but I'm like, nah, I just better not.
Yeah, good. I think good thing about cigars is they're probably pretty safe, not
Yeah.
catching something on fire. I think unless the wind's just blowing really, really, really hard or something, and even then, I think it'll go out. But
Yeah.
um, I don't get to smoke at work either. I work on for a school district, and we don't, there's no smoking, nothing out there.
Yeah.
But it
Federal
doesn't
on
bother
that,
me.
don't they?
Yeah, cigar. I mean, I quit dipping. It's kind of funny because I was praying I need to quit dipping, and God gave me a job where I couldn't dip, so I had to quit dipping, and that's what happened. So that's been almost 8 years ago. Um, but cigars, I don't fiend for the nicotine or anything. And when I get home, if I can't smoke and I got something I got to do, I'm like, oh well. I mean, I'd like
Yeah.
to come, but I don't feel like I have to. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife thinks I'm out here because I have to. I'm like, no, because I want to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I told my wife, I'm gonna go in the garage, I'm smoke a cigar, and I'll jump on. I
My
haven't been on.
decompress time.
Yeah, I haven't been on all week. I was telling John, I've been trying to help a buddy out, with some issues, and
Who's he calling Irish? I have no. Is that a John? Is that you?
Irish. No.
Let's see. That's on.
No.
That's
It
Adam.
says
Hey, Adam.
And this is on either. This is either yours or. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. He said we're all the I word. So
We're all
that
the
is
I word.
on. I can't figure out who. Let me tell. I'll tell you who's he's on. He's on your. Trust me,
Mine.
he's on your YouTube.
Okay.
Whiskey Guzzle Peso. Is that what it says? What's up, Anthony?
Guys,
What's happening? Can you
gentlemen,
hear us?
can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh boy.
I see that lap blanket. Oh, your headphones. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It must be chilly up there.
Yeah.
You know everybody here or no?
Yeah, 30s, I think.
You got Pete up top with the black beard
Reese,
with the little
no.
gray.
How you
That's
doing,
it.
Anthony?
You got a brother named Pete, and you got John, and of course you know Mason and Crispin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Anthony?
Originally Boston through Florida. Now I live in Georgia.
Oh wow. Okay.
what part of Georgia are you in?
I'm in McDonough.
Ah, okay. I lived in Sharpsburg, over in Noonan.
Hey, John, Anthony. They just recently lost their dad too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I used to live over in Noonan, Georgia. I don't know if you heard me
I'm
or
getting
not. Okay.
I'm getting double.
You're hearing double.
You're
Yeah.
hearing echo.
We don't hear it on this. Let me see if I can. Let me just see if this helps you. You hear it
Yeah.
now still?
I've heard Noonan, Georgia 3 times.
And I've only said it twice. No,
Yeah.
I worked at Delta for a long time.
Oh, who do you work for, Anthony?
Who is that?
You.
No.
Is it still echoing on you?
Yeah.
Try muting. Are you on a computer?
Yeah.
Maybe turn the volume down on your computer. Maybe that'll work, and it still won't affect your headset. I wouldn't mute it, but maybe try to
Yes.
turn it. But didn't you work for Delta too, Anthony?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Like started in Boston with a supervisor, went down to Orlando, worked the ramp, worked the control tower, and then I retired from part of scheduling.
Yeah, I was a mechanic at International in Atlanta, and I worked in a hangar as an inspector, and retired back on the international line. I loved it there.
Yeah,
Did that fix it, Anthony?
I get a delay. I can hear it.
No.
I'm trying to see.
It might be a thing where you got to pop out, pop back in. Maddie, you not coming on? Are you in bed?
That's like me. I said, I'm going to go to bed at 11 o'clock. I just lit up another cigar. What the hell?
It's the last night, right?
Well, I just checked the flight, and it looks really good for me to get out here in the morning. And I'm like, I'll be home at noon. I can take a power nap.
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday.
And sleep
be
on
all-
the plane. You don't sleep on the plane?
Oh, I can sleep before the freaking airplane even leaves the gate. I'm out. I did, I flew for the Air Force for 6 years, and
So, Brian.
I don't care if the turbulence is kind of like rocking a baby for me. I love bouncing. I just puts me right to sleep.
It's not the bouncing, it's the noises that I don't like. It's all the click, click, click,
Yeah.
click. And like, bro, like, did they check this? Like, how often do they actually check that stuff?
Almost every night.
Almost every night.
Well, there's some nights that they'll go into a city and they won't have maintenance there,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll just do, kick the tires in the morning, stuff and everything. As long as there's no major write-ups, and they'll fly it back. But almost every night there's a check done on the aircraft.
Mm.
So, and then there's different checks. There's transit checks. There's just different lengths of checks. Depends on how long it's on the ground for, when it's due, because the FAA requires the checks to be at certain intervals, and they're pretty safe. I'm telling you, if you fly the big companies.
Yeah. What's not considered a bigger company?
Spirit, Frontier, Allegiance. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
These are guys that Delta, United, JetBlue didn't hire.
What's
So,
going on?
Jerry.
not to say that all the mechanics are bad, but it's just, if I was sitting on the ramp, we were talking about it one night when I was in Atlanta. I was like, they said, if you're sitting on the ramp and you're working at Spirit on the other side over in the D terminal, D concourse, and you're making $25 an hour, and you look across the ramp and the Delta mechanic's making 50, and you're like, it's freezing cold. Fuck this. I'm gonna pencil whip it. That's what they call, signing it off and not doing the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot more than you think. But if you're a happy worker, you do the work. You're glad to be there. You're glad to be there.
No, I would think those guys could be sued, or
Oh,
it goes down.
there's guys that get caught, and you're actually governed by the FAA. Your license is federal, and if you get arrested for something like that, it's federal time. 85% of your term you will spend in jail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've barely flown. I mean, I flew back in the early 90s like 8 times within a short period, but this last year I've probably taken 4 or 5 flights, or 4. Wait a minute, might be 5 or 6. Anyway, but I've gotten a little bit more used to it. I didn't fly for like over 30 years. Like, it just I didn't want to. and the first flight I took was from here to West Palm, and it was a great flight. Nothing like perfect as it could be. Great entertainment on the back of the seat.
Yeah.
And it was through United, right? Everything was great, and then I never had those kind of planes. Even though I flew United, it still wasn't the good planes. Like everything was broke on them, and nothing worked, and turbulence, and like, oof. I'm pretty good.
Shit,
No.
I think the first time I ever flew in plane was to Vegas. My wife took me there years back. This is a long time ago. Never been on a plane till then, and god damn, I was like gripping the damn seat. I think my ass sucked up the whole damn seat, man. I was like god damn. I was like, shit, man. I was scared. I'm like, I was trying to relax. My wife's like, just relax, calm down. It's okay. I'm like, shit.
I'll tell you a quick Air Force story. I was sitting at Pope Air Force Base, Bragg in North Carolina, and the grunts were getting on the airplane. I'm sitting up in the cockpit getting everything ready we're doing the airdrop. So the first grunt's sitting up in the seat, and he looks up at me. He's like, man, this is awesome, jumping out of this airplane. You know, they pay me $150 extra a month to jump out of this plane. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, you know that they pay me $550 extra a month and I get to stay in it. He was pissed.
Yeah, I got a sister that works for Southwest, and so need to fly with them a lot. They hire a bunch of Navy and Air Force pilots, and you can tell who's at the wheel, because if you take a long smooth rollout on the takeoff and a long smooth landing, Air Force pilot. If they hammer it to the walls and take off quick and land quick short, it's a Navy pilot.
Yep. Carrier landings is what we called it. Yeah, they hit the ground hard.
Why is that, you think? Oh, because of the carrier. Okay.
Yeah, they're so used to slamming the airplane right on the
Air
mark.
Force pilots always take off from long, smooth runways.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Navy and Marine pilots land on very short ones with a cable that stops them. Hopefully.
Well, I must all have Navy pilots, because the planes that I've been on, they hit as soon as they hit the ground, like, like dang, bro. And then it seems like it's forever to taxi.
I know.
It takes forever to get around.
And then you're in row 37 too. And it takes 20 minutes to get off the airplane.
Oh, that I know. I'm always in the back.
Yep.
But I tell you, I think my favorite part so far, and probably even nighttime, is when I like it the best, is when we're just, coming in. We're just almost basically just slow as you can go, floating in, getting on approach, and just, I love that, and being able to see everything. And especially when we're coming to Houston, because I'm trying to figure out, like, where are we at? Like, I know the area pretty good. I'm trying to figure out exactly where we're at.
What's really cool is when you're sitting in the cockpit.
No, thank you.
It's pretty intense. It is.
Yeah. No, I don't want the roller coaster ride. Then my wife, she likes it.
I got 5,500 hours flying.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. At your job, right? Not
at a job. Yeah, that was my job. Yeah. But see, when I was in the military and I flew, I didn't do commander's calls or parades or PT or dorm duties and all this everything. We were governed by the FAA. And I wore a flight suit every day. And I go shopping. I was in my flight suit. I flew. And when I was off, they didn't call me and bother me. And we were just like airline pilots, but in the military. It was a great living for that part.
I guess
that's why. Can you hear that bike? That's why I can't sleep at night. That's one thing I miss. I can't wait to go home. I'll never hear that at my house.
How many is the most people you've seen on a bike there? And they're little bitty bikes, right?
5. Like on a 125. 5 people. I saw some bikes that they put extensions on the seats outwards so they can put like 6 or 7 people. It's like a limousine, you know.
Jeez, please.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and they're all over the place because that's the way of life here. Everything's on a motorcycle.
Yeah, when we went to Progresso, it was more where we were at because we were in town. Their port is so far out. Like you got to drive 4 miles. You got to get on a bus and drive 4 miles in the town, and they'll let you off because it's so shallow out there where you port at. And that's the point of it is that's where we got to come into town, and me and my wife walked around. But you got to watch. You can't step off that little narrow sidewalk. You'll get hit. Like,
Yeah, you're
everywhere. There he
He's
is.
back.
He's back. Is it better?
I jumped to my phone because I couldn't get the Discord to pop up on the laptop. So
Dang. Your buddy Whiskey Guzzle Peso. I don't know what's up, man. He said, dang right. But it was fun. It's neat to see the hustle and bustle like that. It's definitely gives you a different outlook on life.
Yep.
You smoking, Anthony? What you got? Is that an El Pupo?
the Viva La Vida 500.
Oh. Viva la vida. I forgot. You tend to like a little bigger cigar, don't you?
No, not majorly, but I was trying to get this screen maximized so I don't get everything going on at once. I got like my little screen, then the 6 you to the left, and then the 6 of us in the center. But I don't get that echo and I can hear, so.
That's good. We can see you and hear you good. John said that Viva La Vida 500 is a great smoke.
Did y'all hear about the All American Tobacco, the owners?
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
I didn't hear it. What happened?
They got killed.
Got shot and killed by the
Really?
brother of their worker that embezzled $5.5 million from the company. He's getting ready to get sentenced to prison, and they were suing his brother, and his brother shot and killed him.
Showed up at
No
the office.
shit.
I think, and pulled
Yeah,
him.
because he was writing checks to himself and other stuff, and it was over a span of years. But yeah, he embezzled over $5.5 million from him.
Then he killed himself when
Shit.
they were trying to catch
Yeah,
him. That happened
yeah.
in West Palm, right?
Yep, I think.
Wow.
It was just a few days
In
ago.
December.
I think the 14th or
Yeah,
the
see,
12th.
December.
I don't have no news here, so
Boynton Beach. I got it from
Huh.
Half Wheel popped. The other Half Wheel
Mhm.
popped up. Charles Garagi and Richard Garagi.
From All American Tobacco.
They were importers for Aganorsa, AJ Fernandez, Altaldis, El Aurora, Oliva, and many others.
Man, that is. People do some strange stuff, man.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like that guy, that dentist that killed his wife and her husband. They've been divorced for like 10 years. For him to go kill her and the new husband after 10 years, there was something wrong with him.
He was stealing from them, got caught, and slaughtered those two men. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Yep.
Hmm.
And then it's And then he killed himself, right? Like after the fact, or he unalived himself. I don't know if Instagram lets you say that stuff. I think when they started chasing him or found out, or they found him later, I think. And that seems like that happens quite often.
Right.
Yep.
Doesn't make sense. You go do this, then you realize what you've done, or the magnitude is huge, and then you just, and all of that for what? Because you're, allegedly his brother did it because they found him guilty. Evidently, you were getting ready to sentence him.
Yeah.
And it was his brother.
It was his brother that he was
Oof.
basically the
That
guy that was
sucks.
getting sentenced. His
Yeah.
brother is the one that shot him.
Ah.
Which is
Yeah. He let's see, it says him according to the Boynton Beach police, 2 brothers were shot by Nassar Dalla, 39, of West Palm Beach. He's the brother of Sadman Dalla, a former employee who stole more than $5.5 million from a company and is currently waiting sentencing after pleading guilty to 6 felonies related to the theft.
yeah, and his name is spelled Sadman, like sad man, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And yeah, then the brother took off and shot himself while driving.
Damn.
He, between 2016 and 2022, he wrote dozens of unauthorized checks to himself for $5,478,520.41.
It took
And
10
then
years for them to catch him almost.
an additional $125,000 was stolen from the company when he instructed a payroll vendor to send $125,000 to his personal account under the guise that was being used to pay taxes. The brother had illegally received 46,000, allegedly received 46,000 and some change from some of the checks.
Crazy.
Wow.
Well, they won't get that from my checking account.
They ain't getting it from mine either.
Yeah, well, I guess they were importers of the tobaccos and then other stuff too.
That's crazy that you missed that amount of money and it took that long to
Yeah.
realize that that's a lot of money.
Yeah, somebody ain't paying attention or somebody was involved in it
Mm-hmm.
and they ain't caught him yet.
Yep.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many people don't even really look into their account.
I check mine
I see
several
it
times
all,
a day.
I see it all the time working at a bank.
You know what's funny? Not to get off the subject here, but Juana bitches to me about buying Amazon. But she bought half a box company 2 days ago.
She gets mad at you because you get on Amazon.
Amazon and buy some stuff, some ashtrays and lighters and cutters, and she bought a whole freaking half of a box company. It didn't even ask me.
Yeah, but it'll save you money in the long run.
Oh yeah, believe me, I'm happy.
Your stuff is just an expense.
It's funny. Now I sit there and I start looking at my camera and stuff and everything, seeing when Amazon shows up, and I run out there real quick and grab it, throw it in the house before she gets home from work.
The opposite.
Our
over
lounge
here.
is getting cut off.
Mhm.
Or I get that 4 a.m. delivery, and that way when I get up in the morning, because I get up before her, I go out the front door. That I do that quite often.
We have 2 giant trash cans that get dumped once a week, and it is mostly full of boxes. That because of Amazon, not because of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I have a
crazy.
whole garage full of them, but I use them for my cigars.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them are good size for sending.
You seen that video where the guy's sitting in the chair and the wife starts coming up to, did you spend this money such and such, such and such? She says, huh? Like he can't hear her, right? He says, there's something wrong with this chair. I can't hear you. And she sits down in the chair and he starts saying, what about all these Amazon packages and stuff? He says, you're right. There is something wrong with this chair. I can't hear it. I can't hear what you're saying. Mhm. Yeah, my wife, probably like a lot of, but Amazon has really made it easy.
And their prices are competitive.
Yeah, if not better, right? Like
Yeah.
or if I'm sitting, just something simple like I'm in the, get out of the shower and I'm like, oh man, I just ran out of deodorant and I don't have deodorant and this is the last tube of toothpaste. When I go lay down, that's what I order, stuff like that, so I don't forget because I'd have to go do it the next day or something.
Well, see, if you had one of those Alexas that'd hear you and go, Randy, would you like to add that to your Amazon inbox?
Yeah, it hears this just fine. I don't want to set that up for my wife.
Oh, I don't want to set that up for me.
Yeah, we have that set up. It tells us, oh, would you like to reorder this? Yes or no. I'm like, oh shit, no, I don't. I'll let my wife handle all that stuff.
My son, we have one of those Alexas in our room, and my son's bedroom is right across the hall from where it sits. It sits on top of my safe, in between the rooms. And I'll hear from his bedroom, Alexa, what's the temperature today? And I'm like, Elijah, you have a weather app on your phone.
It's easier just to say it. You don't want to stop what you're doing on your phone.
His
Yeah,
mom
there
does
you
the
go.
same thing.
It's spoiling us, man.
Well, he
What
has
gets me is when you watch a commercial on Alexa, it'll say Alexa, and my Alexa will answer the TV.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah, they do the same thing with us.
Well, that's like I've got a Roku TV, and we use that YouTube TV, and it'll have ads pop up, and it'll have a deal send to your iPhone.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
all the time.
Wow.
We have a smart refrigerator when I remodeled probably 5 years ago here, right before COVID. And it'll view, like you can have the app, you can view if you're at the grocery store, you can view the inside of your refrigerator. And there's that. And or it keeps up with expiration dates and stuff on different things. As it focuses on it. It knows if your milk is about to expire or all that stuff. But she doesn't utilize it and I don't utilize it. So it's more of a gimmick. It works, but
If
But
you
you're
use
always
it,
having
yeah.
sour milk.
yeah, the milk don't last here. I grew up pretty poor, mostly like I wouldn't say poor, but I mean like we didn't just get to drink as much milk as we wanted and things like that. Like now I make sure my kids, if you want to drink milk, but if you pour a glass, drink it. Don't waste it. But you can have all you want, but don't waste it. And we go through milk and stuff like that. And it wasn't even that expensive back in the day. I guess it was just the hassle of having to go back to the grocery store, maybe.
Yeah, I've eaten cereal with milk. I went with water before.
Me too. Or a little bit of regular whole milk and a little bit of water. Now you're drinking 1%. Because it's like,
Fruity Pebbles and Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid makes
hey,
a
bro.
good milk.
Yes.
I grew up on skim milk because that's what my dad would drink. He'd get a big old glass, fill it with ice, and then pour skim milk in there.
I think because I grew up in a construction family, so it was always feast or famine, right? That was how it always was. It depended on what jobs you had going on, blah blah blah. But there were times when it was rice and beans, and then there were times when it was steak and tater, all the good stuff. But I remember one time I was hungry, wasn't nothing in the refrigerator, and my mom was home. I was little. This had to be in the 70s, and I remember drinking this. There was a gallon jug of some kind of fruit punch. There was a loaf of bread or a half a loaf of bread, and there was a jar of mayonnaise. And that's what I ate. I ate mayonnaise sandwiches and drank that fruit punch till I couldn't eat anymore. I don't know why that stuck with me, but I just remember it.
Yeah,
Feast or
definitely know the
famine.
feeling. Yeah, I remember growing up as a kid. I was like that too. It was like she ate a lot of rice and beans. Yeah, it's like Shit. Into the
Never
damn like
was.
hell yeah. I eat rice and beans. Hell yeah, man.
Hmm.
I throw a
I
little.
ate it every day this week.
I love rice
Yeah,
and beans.
I throw a little bacon grease in the beans. Hell yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Oh yeah.
Can't beat that.
My son's existing off grilled chicken and rice right now because he's trying to maintain weight because they got a bunch of duels and wrestling tournaments back to back.
Dang. Yeah, rice and beans with some cornbread and even some I like it with some chow chow. You know what I'm talking about, out of the jar? Some pickled onions and stuff like that, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
chow chow. I love it like that. Or even some good salsa or some chili. What's that stuff? My sister-in-law just bought me some of that. What was it 575 Hatch chili? And it's out of Hatch, Texas. There you'll see it all over Instagram. Hatch chili. There's a guy with a deep voice, and he's kind of popping it out of the jar on the top of his hamburger or whatever. It's so thick, but man, that stuff is really good. It really is. I've eaten it on my eggs, on some actually rice and beans not too long ago. Some taco soup. Man, I like that. I like the flavors of it. I don't like the heat. I'm a wimp when it comes to heat. Preston, you like the hot stuff, don't you?
I do. I do like
I
the hot
remember
stuff.
coming here. Not me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up Greek and Italian. I don't know where I got the spicy stuff from, but I'm all for good spicy something.
Do you like it the hotter the better? Or?
I like it hot. You know, I mean, I don't mind the spice, but it's just funny. You know, Greek and Italian is not.
Yeah.
That's not a seasoning. So
Oh, I used to love spicy foods until I had my gallbladder out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Mine just went right
jalapenos,
through it.
if it's got jalapeno in it, I can't eat it.
Isn't that crazy? Because jalapeno, well, I guess with the seeds, it's probably 8 million. I think heat Scoville, or 800,000. It's 8 million or 800,000. Might be 8 million. But then you get up to, what is it, habanero or something just right above that. It doubles or triples, and then it just goes up
Yeah.
and up and up.
That's crazy.
And I
Yeah, I
barely can eat the jalapeno.
used to live down the block from a little Mexican restaurant. I was in there all the time, and enough that the people that worked there would see me and they'd bring me around the line and sit me down at the table. They would sit down and eat out when they had their breaks and stuff. And they were I'd get carne asada, and every time I got it, they'd add more spice to it. And my sister ate with me one time. She says, "Is that hot?" And I'm like, "This might be a little spicy." And she took a bite and she was like crying.
I think some people
Now
like
if I smelled it, I'd hurt.
they like what the capsaicin does to them. Like it does something makes them feel a certain way. I think that's why a lot of people like it. Maybe, I don't know, because I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes my mouth feel burning up and like just can't
I
cool
was
it
out
down.
in flight school in Altus, Oklahoma, and I'm in this wing place, and the girl goes, "How you want the wings?" And I said, "The hottest you got." And when she came out, she had the yellow gloves on, carrying the basket. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit!"
Oh damn.
Yeah, she's like, "I'm not touching that shit."
I know Ish can eat hot stuff. You know, I got a video when we were in back in July. We were in Florida, and he ate one of them little gummy bears. That's like so yeah, it's 800 or 8,000 heat Scoville units is a jalapeno. This was 9 million heat Scoville units. That little gummy bear, and he just ate it and went like it's supposed to be a challenge, and you go through the 5 minutes, and he never drank or anything. Now his face got red, but he wasn't crapping about
Yeah.
it.
I know cayenne pepper was a staple in my dad's arsenal of spices.
That's supposed to be really, really, really good for you.
Yep.
my
Black
dad would
pepper,
just get a handful
Lowry
of chili
seasoning salt.
patine peppers and stick it in a sandwich and just eat it with the
Oh, bro,
sandwich.
no. Mm-mm.
Hey guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I got somebody coming over. See one from my garage.
All right, Pete.
So,
Have a good one, man.
hey,
Take
I'll
care,
give it y'all
Pete.
soon. All right. I'll give it y'all later. All right.
All right.
Hey, send me your info,
I will, John.
what you want.
All right. I'll get with you soon.
Okay, bye.
Chili pequins. I think they call them. Don't we call them like turkey peppers here in Texas? Crispin?
Maybe
Like
white
in
people call them that.
Who?
So I don't know.
I thought when I was in South Texas, like around Freer, Edinburgh, and all that down there, and because they grow on like a round kind of short bush, the ones
Bush,
I'm
yeah.
thinking of, and I guess they call them turkey peppers because those wild turkeys will eat them. I
Mm.
guess, but man, them guys would pluck them all like you're saying, just pluck them, and I'm like, no. Some of them would keep them in their pockets and throw one in their mouth.
Mhm.
They're like, that's you got to like. It's something about the pepper itself, I think, like
The oils.
yeah, it's something that it does something to you. Not
Well, man,
it
yeah.
doesn't taste good to me. It's too hot.
Well, it's like the reason she was wearing them gloves. Them oils get on your hand, and no matter how many
Yeah.
times you wash them, they're still there. And you go rub your eye or touch yourself somewhere else,
Yeah.
and it ain't fun.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad.
I put
My dad was. I don't know. It's like I always thought he was manly man because he would make a bologna sandwich, put a big old ring of onion on it, and then put like just a handful of chili patines on it, put it together, and that was his lunch. And I was like, oh, hot and
Yeah.
onions and bologna.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I hated pepper spray and stuff.
you want
I
to taste?
had a
Go ahead.
I had a buddy that one of the deputies comes rolling up to our PD needing assistance. He's got a guy he's arrested. He's canine, so the guy's in his front seat and he's trying to spit on him and stuff. And he had already hosed him a couple times with pepper spray. And we go to get him out, and he didn't advise us that he was buck naked either. But we go to jerk him out of that car to get a control of him, and we get him all packaged up and a spit hood on him and get him put back in my buddy's patrol car. And he takes off, and I probably washed my hands 5-6 times after that. And I went to go use the bathroom, and it was not fun.
Well, did you ever get sprayed with it in the academy?
Oh, yeah.
Or remember that experience, and you get decontaminated, so to speak, on scene, and then or where you're training with it, and then you go home and take a shower. You
The
make sure you
shower, oh
bend
my
over.
God, yeah.
You make sure you bend over because it won't be as hot as it was, but it will
still
light
burns.
you up. Yeah, and it doesn't last as long, but it still will light you up.
mm-hmm.
It was uncomfortable and it sucked, but I'll tell you the thing that's the gas chamber in boot camp. Mm-mm.
I don't think I could do that. Did you do that,
And-
John?
Yeah.
Of course,
I did the
in Marines-
altitude chamber too. Just like on Top Gun, the altitude chamber is set up pretty much the same way. You have to take the mask off, and then you start doing. Everybody's got different activities to do, and you're supposed to realize when you're starting to lose it, and you're supposed to grab the mask and put it back on. That's pretty freaky.
Yeah, we in Marine Corps boot camp, they take you in there with your mask on and everything, and they get the room full of gas, and then they have you take your mask off, and then they have you sing the Marine Corps hymn, and they have you do other things, and you can't put it on until they tell you to, and by then you're putting it on and donning and clearing it, but you've already got stuff draining out your nose and mouth and ears, and a couple guys started throwing up in their mask.
Mm. Do y'all have to do that just one time, or do y'all have to do that a couple of different times?
We only had to do it one time.
Yeah, one time too.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta do a few things before bed, so
Hi,
I will
Crispine.
talk to y'all guys
like
later.
Chris,
Peace
Yeah.
out, boys.
Yeah, bye bye.
We had to do a deal where they put you in it's basically like a CH-46 fuselage, and you're sitting in it, you're strapped in, and then it drops in the pool, and how to, if you have a unplanned water landing and how to get out. And since I was one of the better swimmers in the unit, they put me at the back of the fuselage, and the kid in front of me friggin' started to freak out and kick me in the face, and I come out, I got blood running out my nose, and
Gabe says, I'll join in a few hours. No, come in now. In a few hours.
Yeah, you're off tomorrow, right, Randy?
I'm off till Tuesday.
Yeah.
My wife's in Fort Worth right now. They don't get to leave probably till about 10:30. If they're lucky, and it's a 3-hour drive home. It's my daughter's last cheer competition. Her last time to cheer.
yeah, my wife and son got to leave, be at the wrestling room by 6:45 tomorrow morning, so they can go to wrestling meet in Tulsa. They had a little duel with one of the other rural schools up here Tuesday, and right after that, I guess they started getting calls from other places that wanted to bring them in because this is their first year wrestling.
Okay. What grade is he in again?
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
He started wrestling in a club last year, and then the school brought wrestling in this year. We're an Class A school, but wrestling only goes down to 3A in Oklahoma. And so we've got like 3 or 4 boys wrestling and 2 girls that are wrestling. My son, in the duel Tuesday night, he pinned the kid. Which was actually his match that counted for points. And then the other school had a kid that was a senior that he did an exhibition match with. So the kid it was their senior night for the wrestler. So he could have a wrestle with somebody, and that kid pinned him.
Okay.
But he fought hard. He picked it up pretty quick. His problem is he's 6'3", and some of these kids he's wrestling are like 5'10" and muscle, because he's 6'3" and 175, and they're 5'10" and 175, so they got a little more meat on them.
Now 925, that's Noah, right?
Yeah.
Noah, if you're wanting to get in the live on us, you got to go to @Ironclad Cigar Posse on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, wait 5 minutes and click the link at the top of that chat, and that'll get you in the live. Or just hang out.
I'm trying to get my computer back, so I'm going to see if I can get back in on my computer.
Okay.
Just waiting for everything to load back up.
Oh, man.
Damn, it's 41 degrees in Orlando right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going to drop down to 33.
We're still not going to have no daggone winter, though, are we?
Oh, there's still a couple months left.
Yeah. But January's half gone, and it's not really it's been cool. Been more like fall weather here.
48 right now here.
Yeah, it's 44 here. That's crazy. Oh, it does say
We're
low.
going to get down in the 30s tonight, and then tomorrow's in the high 40s, and then it'll drop into the 20s, and then I think Saturday morning, the lows 14, and then it'll be like 25, 19, 31. We'll get back into the 50s by Wednesday.
And now there was 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's probably getting on his. I was
Yeah,
like,
he says he's getting on his computer. I don't care how cold it is. It's going to be nice to get home and just lay on the sofa and freaking watch TV. I haven't watched TV in 10 days.
How's everybody in your family doing, John?
Doing well.
Good.
I think my mom, she coped with it fairly well. I mean, she was, watching him go downhill quick.
Yeah.
And she was, well, it happened over like 3 years,
Yeah.
little bit by little bit by little bit. And so she was ready to. And I bailed after like 4 days. But I had to get down here because Wanda's, my wife's got hair salon, so Christmas and New Year's are always busy. And I told her we'd come down here for New Year's. And then when my dad got sick, we had to cancel. I felt bad.
Yeah.
So I brought her down here for 9 days. But we're coming back in 3 weeks, and then we're coming back in a month. So she's doing okay with that. Yeah. I got a lot of people coming. My mom didn't want anything, And then she said, well, we're going to do a celebration of life. We'll just invite some close friends, the neighbors and stuff and everything. I was telling Randy, my best friend's coming in from Indianapolis. He's flying in Saturday. He's a senior pilot for JetBlue. He's got a 2-digit seniority number. So he's up there. And I said, Bob, you don't need to come. I said, no, don't waste the money and stuff. We're just going to have a little ceremony on, Sunday. It's not a big deal. And he's like, my whole life was because of your father. And I'm like, what? And he goes, your dad took me up in his airplane when I was just a kid on my first flight. And after that day, I always wanted to be a pilot. And he's like, if it wasn't for your dad taking me flying that day, what would I have been doing? Maybe, another whole career field.
Yeah.
So
Why'd you
I
get
thought that
law
was pretty cool.
enforcement? Do you remember why, Mason? Do you remember why you got in law enforcement?
That's something I wanted to do. And when I was a kid, at one point I thought about being a cop, and then I wanted to be a Marine, and I was going to be a lifer. And I got in, and when I got out, it was just, the timing was bad because it was right after Desert Storm, and it got to where there was a limited number of spots for people to re-enlist, and I got beat out by people of higher rank on those spots. And I was actually looking at going to do like embassy duty, but you had to re-enlist in your MOS at the time and then get orders to go to the embassy duty school and stuff. But my battalion commander had just picked up his full bird, and he was going over to division, but he told me he could get me re-enlisted because he had friends with stars on the collars, but I'd have to stay with the battalion, which would have been another 4 years in an infantry battalion, which at that time they wanted you to have like what they call A and B billets. A billets were the combat billets, and B billets were like recruiting duty, embassy duty, stuff like that. And I just kind of got mad and got out. And then I went and became a police officer.
Hey, Noah.
What's up, John?
Noah, when did you
Hey.
decide to become a police officer?
Me? When I started wanting to investigate female bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you meant FBI. Sorry.
Yeah, that was FBI.
Not the same thing. When I found out I liked handcuffs.
Oh, Lord.
And he did that in Idaho, and there's no women.
No, they are. They're women. They're just family reunions mostly.
Oh, God. That's bad.
Oh, I didn't know you were from Alabama.
Arkansas, yeah.
Idaho is pretty much just the most redneck southern state there is in North Idaho, in the north.
Idaho.
We're coming out this summer.
You say that.
I promised Aaron I'd be out there this summer, so I'm coming. Summer for us is slow because in Florida it's so damn hot. We don't like doing any events. It's just terrible on the cigars.
Yep.
So we kind of slow down in the June, July, and August time.
Yeah, when I went from Boston to Florida, my first day on the ramp was April 1st. And being heavy back then, they were like, you're going to die when you move to Florida. I'm like, that can't be that bad. Well, come August, I'm like, yep. Here I go. Because I would sweat in the winter de-icing planes, So it's like, because I started with the open buckets. So I used to, sweat the ice in planes. And I moved to Florida. I'm like, yep. But then I lived there for 13 years, and now I'm in Georgia, and I'm cold. Now I'm cold.
I love de-icing airplanes. So see, when I was at Delta, the mechanics used to do it before the ramp took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh man, de-icing, man, I'd de-ice, and you'd work a 24-hour shift, and you go sleep
Yep.
in the locker room, come back
Yep.
out, and freaking get back on the truck and de-ice. Man, I loved it.
There were
Yeah,
so many events that, like, I would tell my wife, because when I was a supervisor, I said, hey, why don't you come into the airport? She's like, why? I said, because I'm going to be stuck here for 3 days. She's like, no,
yeah,
you won't. I'm like, Donna, it's a free hotel. I said I spend 12 hours in the airport, 12 hours at home, 12 hours at the airport, 12 hours at home. And then when I got to work, all we did was take all the equipment that was outside and move it to another spot so they could plow. Then we would put it back, and then it would plow another spot. You know, here I am with a year and a half, 2 years seniority, telling 20 plus, years in, saying, come on, I know you don't want to do it. I know we got to do it, but we got to go outside and move all this stuff around. They're like, okay, we're just waiting for you to tell us. So,
and what was
you know,
good about it was like Sky Chef, the caterers, they weren't doing anything because the planes weren't flying, and they cater meals and they bring it into us. We
yeah,
ate great.
yep.
Yeah,
We used to do a lot of the charters. Sorry, this is my Bostonian. We used to do a lot of the charters for the sports teams, and I would keep 4 guys to do the plane, and then 2 guys to run upstairs to the kitchen and grab the leftover food.
that's the best time. We used to,
Yep,
because I worked international, and every time they'd have a
yep,
turn back on the Tokyo flight,
yep,
like every mechanic that wasn't working was at that gate,
yep.
and we
Yeah,
go up there and just clean out all the meals because they have split lobster tails and all this stuff
Yep,
and everything for the first
yep.
class. Yeah,
The guys that I let them, I paid them, the full hour, even though if they weren't there or not. And they knew, just give me a little tray full of my double cheeseburgers, and you guys can split the rest with maintenance. You
yeah,
know,
that was the good
won't
old
ask for
days.
much. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep. I don't know how
Well,
many.
gents,
Anyways,
I got to get out of here.
take care, buddy. Yeah, and then were
yeah,
the good days,
I had 21 years in from 99 to 2020 when I took the COVID package.
I did. I got in 92, and I got hurt in 2006, and they gave me a medical,
Okay,
and I got full pay till today.
nice.
Yeah, I didn't even retire. I'm actually still on the books as an active employee,
Oh, really?
and I haven't been there since 20 years.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm in that like limbo status. They can't do nothing with me, but I'm still accountable for the.
Yep.
Yeah,
You still get the profit sharing checks?
I didn't get none of that.
No.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it. I
Yeah.
they take care of me. I got my medical. I got my flying. I fly S3B,
Yep.
and I'm okay with it. I'm
Yep.
I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what we fly now.
Yeah, it's I don't care. It's so hard to fly down. I'm flying JetBlue home because my buddy's the pilot. I get his passes.
Yeah, that's why I moved out of Orlando, because I couldn't fly in and out of there because of Disney.
Oh, I know.
So when I had the
Yep.
opportunity to come here, I'm like, yeah, see ya. At least I can fly anywhere. And wait an hour and get the next plane.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I take the JetBlue flight out of Orlando, and it's nice.
Yeah, we're actually going down in February for spring break. My son got us a hotel for a few nights, and we bought Southwest tickets just because they had a deal, and it's not worth trying to benefits. So we're paying.
When I come down here, I got to go Orlando to JFK to Santiago. So I got to fly straight past Orlando again.
Yeah.
We are live.
And it takes all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But you know what? I don't complain. I just went to Spain, and it cost me $44.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we go to Aruba every year. It costs me $162 round trip.
Yeah, I got $44 round trip to Spain. I was like, this is great. And I got first class both ways. So.
Yeah, that's the only problem with Atlanta. Everybody upgrades.
Yeah.
But I
That's
miss
true.
it. But I miss it. But it was worth it. I liked it. Just thinking. Started in '99 throwing bags, and then retiring from pilot scheduling. Making sure there's a pilot on all the
Yeah.
flights. I never would have thought.
Well, when I got
You
in
know.
'92, and I don't remember who the CEO was, but he was a bag thrower. He started off the company throwing bags. Worked his way up all the way up to CEO.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, you can do it. It's a big enough company.
Yeah.
You just got to figure out what you want to do. Where you
Well,
want to go
now
with
they
it, and
don't
go
do it.
from
They
there.
hire everybody in.
Yeah.
They bring
I
in a
could have went.
specialist or another CEO, and
Yeah, I could have went back, but I would have had to give my money back, so I didn't want to do it.
I went back to work. I got hurt. I came back to work twice. They escorted me back to my car and said, "Don't come back." And then how they have the retirement plans and they give you so many years with your age. And I
Yeah.
qualified twice for retirement, and Delta said, "No, we're not paying you." They said, "You're getting money from the insurance. It was a lifetime policy at that time for injury
Mm.
instead of the 4 years they're doing now. And it was a lifetime. And they're like, enjoy yourself, Mr. Dean, stay home." And they're like, "We're paying you forever." I'm like, okay.
Right.
Jeez.
So
I mean, was it a bad enough injury that can you function and everything still?
yeah, I'm not going to die from it.
Yeah.
It's I got in my rib cage, I got torn nerves and stuff and everything, so I can't work because if it would act up, like I'm lifting a cowling, and I'd have that nerve damage activate at that certain point, and I drop the cowling, I could kill somebody.
Right.
And they're like, you know what? Nah, stay home.
Yeah, they're only about, depending on the size of them, they're only about $500,000 to start.
Well, and Delta's not paying it. It's Hartford's paying my insurance.
Right.
So
no, here's
Delta's.
Yeah. Here's my funniest story in Orlando. This is back when the Delta Express would run. The express plane pulls up to my gate. I'm ringing marshalling the plane, and I look at the nose cowling. I'm like, I don't think that bald eagle that's halfway in the nose cowling belongs there. A bald eagle went one way and the plane came the other way, and he embedded himself inside the nose cowling.
Yeah, we got a lot of them down
there. He's sitting there flapping, like still alive. Like, what just happened to me? There was a Delta Express plane, like the old military planes. It had 3 deer under the window. So I asked the pilot, like, "Hey, what's with these deer?" He said, "This plane's hit 3 deers on the runway so far." So they did like the fighter jets. Instead of putting a Japanese flag, they just put the deer on it. I'm like, that's hilarious. Not to mention the stuff that goes on inside the cargo bins.
I had a ball there. It was fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, I mean, I was out of work. My wife saw an ad in the paper. We were going away for the weekend down to the Cape. I put the ad in. It was Sunday night. This is back in the day with the answer machines. I called the answer machine, got a message saying, "Can you come in on Monday or Tuesday for a second interview?" I'm like, perfect. Ended by sitting in an interview, and the guy who interviewed me ended up being my mentor, and we just clicked and worked together. And I was always that guy that stayed late, helped everybody. So when I became a supervisor, it was like a no-brainer.
I flew in from New Jersey. I was working at Newark for US Air. Delta had me come down for the interview, and there was about 100 guys, 100 mechanics there. So when I got that interview, and he goes, "Can you go wait in this room over here?" And I went and waited in this room, and I'm in there for like an hour by myself. And the guy come back in there. He was like, "Okay, let's go." And I'm like, "Where did everybody else go?" And he's like, "Oh, you're the only one we hired today." And I'm like, "You're kidding me." And he goes, "No, we hire every time we do this, we bring in 100 mechanics. We hire 1 or 2.
Wow.
So you're in the top 1% of your career field." I'm like, holy shit. I couldn't believe it.